Hello. Hello, guys. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. One, two, 1 2 1 2. How you guys doing? Hey, family. How y'all doing? Jennifer Thomas. How are you doing? Tabitha Howard. I don't know if you guys saw me just then. I had my little doo-wop rag on my head. I was trying to make sure the sound is working okay. How you guys doing? Granny K. Yes, sweetheart. Everybody's doing wonderful. I'm sorry. Wonderful here. Lillian Butler. The Vetterhurst, darling. How you doing? Carolyn. How you pronounce that? Cleckley? Gilda Medley. Yes, Josephine Edmonds. Guys, I'm so glad you're here sitting in with me today. The title before you see it says, Should We Sympathize with Her? I'm glad so many of you guys decided to join me today. And it just brought something on my mind that I need to elaborate. When I say her, I mean the squad leader. I've been looking at a lot of comments, and they were trying to sway heavily towards the squad leader as if she's deserving of our sympathy. Guys, we don't want to dwell in somebody's sorrow. When I talk about that, I mean someone that has lost a loved one in their life. But I beg the differ about certain things, the way people do things. You see what I'm saying? They're wanting us to have this pity party for this lady. When I say this lady, I'm talking about the squad leader, about how we should be a little bit more understanding of her situation, but she's never sympathetic towards anybody else. You see, now losing a loved one is a hard pill to swallow, family, and we all know that. We don't relish in being happy about somebody losing a loved one. However, we do not condone or rally around people that's bringing hardship to someone else and thinking they doo-doo don't stink. You see, family? How y'all doing over here today? And it brought something weighing heavy on my heart that I need to speak about. You see, I don't like hypocrites. I don't like people always crying wolf, but then you look at their fangs are hanging with blood dripping off of it. You see, because they done did they damage, and now they wiping their mouth clean. They don't think we see the damage that has been done. You see, family, how y'all doing out there? I hope y'all able to hear me. Yeah, I hope you guys are able to hear me. And if I go in and out, y'all please let me know so I can shut that thing down and get this thing right. What I mean by try to get it right so you can't hear what I have to say, because it's important that I need to talk about this. You see, when I talk about the squad leader, I have to say these things to bring to the forefront, because this woman, I don't know where she get this energy from. I don't know where she get this black heart from. It takes a certain kind of person to do what she does. You see, when I say that, I mean in and out, fighting and bickering and rallying and in a bad way with all these different people. I don't know how your heart can be able to handle all that. What your spirit is made of. You see what I'm saying, family? It takes a certain kind of person to lose a loved one and get on this machine, get what I mean by that, the internet, and fight with everybody. Seems like she ain't happy unless she fighting and quarreling with people. You see what I mean? She points the finger, talks about Miss Carver. Y'all know Miss Carver's going through it. She's going through it. I know it. I can tell. People want to talk about Miss Carver. Oh, Miss Carver, she likes to have a cocktail every now and again. People want to talk about that. I have a cocktail. I actually run a business that don't do nothing but sell cocktails. You see what I'm saying? So I know what the faces look like. I know how the conversation, is when people are going through stuff. They talk about it. Sometimes they may want to have a little recreational time for themselves just to cope. And family, it's okay, long as you ain't out there hurting nobody. But see, this woman can point the finger. You see, and she know that's heavy on Miss Carver heart, so she strikes. She hit the iron, and it sparks. You see, but see, you know what? Miss Carver know how to handle her own way. But let's go back to talking about, should we sympathize with the squad leader? Sometimes I be wanting to kind of let myself sway over to being a way that like a good-hearted person. I almost sympathize, but then when I turn that camera on, I see her. You see, I see her with that blood dripping off them fangs. I said, you don't deserve that kind of sympathy, because you don't move like a person that needs to be like we need to be sympathetic towards. You see what I'm saying, family? And then they come up with this little plan. Oh, this 1 year anniversary, right along the time they got to cough up some more money as relates to this holiday funding that they're supposed to be divvying out. You see what I'm saying? You see, family, these people are very cunning. When I say people, I'm talking about that squad, circle them squad leaders. You see what I'm saying? Very cunning. They're very cunning. You see what I'm saying? And at the right time, see, they got to make up for where they done splurged a little bit. You see? Now they got to make up for, hey, it's the basket, the offering plate done got a little light. You see, family? The offering plate is a little light. So now they got to come up with this plan, anniversary and all of this thing. And y'all got to hurry up and put your funds in it if you want to be part of this thing we got coming up, this holiday special thing. We need some more funding. You see, family? And all the while they hustling and bustling around there, they steady got their fangs out and hurt other people. You see what I'm saying, family? I just don't know. I done got so now I don't fall for the okie doke. And I would hope that people of a wise thinker not fall for the okie doke as well. You see what I'm saying? People, I'm telling y'all about that. The people play on your heartstrings. When they find out people are giving, you know what? People don't let me take. Look, family. Let me share something with you. People are good. Most people are good at heart. I don't know whether you believe that or not. And people start to find that out when they start having these conversations with these great people online, and then maybe they are in need of help, and then they ask for help, and people are giving. That seems like something like that's a natural thing about most people. They don't mind giving, especially when they feel that you hurt, especially when they feel that you're in need, especially if they can feel that their contribution to you can make your situation better. Guess what? That makes them feel good. And that's okay. But family, we have got to be careful when people play on your heartstrings. You see, they'll take you for every dime. They will take you for every dime. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be careful of a betterment. You know what I'm saying? Or cause that can help someone. But don't be giving to folks that's low down, cunning, conniving, and evil. You see, family? But I can't tell you what to do. You'll find it out one way or the other. But as far as having sympathy, family, I want to know what you guys think. I want to know, should we be sympathetic? Because this woman, when I said woman, the squad leader, she talked about all them children. I don't know. That seemed like that woman, the wicked witch of the West. She don't seem like she like nobody's kids but hers, her family. She talked about Miss Allen's children for years. Talked about that woman's child like that child was a grown woman. An adult. I ain't never heard no adult talk about a child the way she did when she started talking about Miss Allen's daughter. I never seen nothing like that. I never experienced. I never seen nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm so glad my mother protect me from a lot of wicked things out here in these streets. Lord have mercy. And to become an adult to see how these people behave towards children is a scary thing. It's a scary thing. Yes, family. Should we sympathize with the squad leader? I'm on here. Oh, why y'all talking about that woman and her child? Oh, why this woman got on this platform and talked about everybody under the sun. Everybody under the sun. Talked about Sharita kids. I looked at a video, almost like a commercial, that where Sharita's son was, working out, and they did have different pics of him, and they had the music. I thought that was a great example of her son in the sport that he's playing in. You see what I'm saying? And I saw the good in that. I don't care, even though whatever Sharita did back in the past or whatever, it seemed like she's trying to make amends. She did a good deed towards Miss Carver, making that contribution. I thought that was great. You see what I'm saying? And that woman talked about Sharita kids like them children, just talked about them kids. Just talked about Sharita's daughter, talked about Sharita's son. She didn't see no good in what they were doing. You see what I'm saying, family? But see, we're not blind. We can see things. When you see a child that's making the effort trying to do the right thing, and you got that parent that is their support system, that's rallying them and protecting them and leading them on the way, that should be commended for, family. Let's not have our hearts hardened. Children out here, so many things that children can be into that are not constructive and good. But when you got a parent, man or woman, or whatever that parent can be an aunt. A parent can be somebody that's there, that's helping that child. If you got somebody that's there in support of a child that's trying to do better, do good, why not, hey, sing to the high heavens? And I think it's a good deed. So you guys continue with your children. Continue to protect your children from these wild dogs out here. You see? But then we need to see the good in her children. When I say her, I'm talking about the leader. We need to see the good. You see what I'm saying? We need to be more understanding. But this woman raised so much in these streets, it makes you just wonder, what kind of breed is she? To be half sick. To me, I said she half sick. And the reason why I said she's half sick, because it's very evident. You can look at a person and tell if they're suffering internally somehow, whether it's due to their health, psychological, or dealing with drugs. Sometimes you can look at somebody, especially if you got that eye of discernment, to look at that woman and tell she's suffering from something. We already know she got to be suffering from something, because anytime you war against all these folks on here, you suffering, baby. You making time for all this combative lifestyle living that you ain't got no time for nothing else. I don't know why you're trying to fool somebody about these extra 4-5 jobs out here that you're supposed to be having. You can't fool me. It takes time to do all these things. And if you own this platform 24/7, what time you got for any other job but what you doing? You see, that's why she's this type of breed, fam. They got to keep that check going by any means necessary. You see, family, should we sympathize with her? Or do you? Well, family, the way this person moves, the sympathy has left the room. You know why? Because she doesn't sympathize with nobody else. She doesn't sympathize with nobody else. And to me, you know what? Look, it seems like she's selfish. Seems like she's money hungry. Seems like she's greedy and untrustworthy. That's what it seemed like to me now. That's the lens that I'm looking through. And think folks are stupid. Ain't nobody stupid. And see, when you're swift with the tongue, if y'all don't catch it, she'll slip up on you and twist the story around. You got you going off to a different direction. That's what, she always got that, almost got a skill like of, I ain't gonna put that on her too much, because her head will swell up. No, I ain't gonna even say that. But you got to be careful with that. Don't let her deter you from the big picture, because they'll turn you off from the path that you need to be focused on to get you off that thing you need to be watching on her. You see what I'm saying, family? Should we sympathize with her? Then they're going to make it seem like, oh, y'all ought to be ashamed of y'allself. Family, this is just a message for anybody in this world that's listening to this here, this message that I'm sending today. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. You cannot put your foot on somebody else's neck and don't think ain't nobody gonna come up and choke slam you. You see what I'm saying? I want to cuss, but I had to kind of bleep my own words out. Because somebody is watching. You can't do dirt to people and think ain't nothing gonna be done to you. You see? And I'm gonna tell you about this thing, family. She's been watched all around, even from the high heavens. Even from the high heavens. Now you get up here on this platform, that woman is not well. That's what it looked like to me. That woman is not well. Every time you get on here, it sounds like there's something, a covering, a mashing of a distortion within her system. There's something in there. I can't put my finger on it. There's something in there. And the time that she makes for it, and maybe the time that she's off of this platform, is to go and get cleaned out and come back. That's what it looked like to me, family. Takes a special kind of person to do what she do. That ain't good now. Just because I say you're special, that don't mean you're special in a good way. A special kind of person. You know what I'm saying? She may be, it looked like she's shaking hands with the devil. Who got that kind of time and energy and strength to go and keep doing bad things like the way she does? And then you got that little old clique right there, that little clique. That's in this world that we live in, it's a lot of bad folks too. That's in this world that support wrongdoing. You see, family. And don't look at it because she got some of the content creators that had less numbers than her. Don't look at her as, is she powerful, almighty, is she the best at all? Don't look at that. Look at that as the doorway to a lot of people that has clung to her that may be wrongdoers. And not only that, everybody that is following her may not even be wrong. They're just watching, staying close. You see, the higher up you go, the more people that surround you, the more enemies you may have. Remember that, family. Don't always think that because you got a lot of people flocking behind you that they are in favor of you. Believe that. You'll allow the window open for more evildoers to crawl in and creep in and step through the window. You see, family, believe that. Don't always think that's a good thing. Don't always think it's a good thing. Don't always think because you see somebody number just jetting up, they all in favor of you. No, that just means more eyes are watching. That means you need to be more careful. That's what that means, family. That's what that means. So should we sympathize with her? Well, let me go to the drawing board. Let me see what my family had to say, family. I just want to talk about that. Because let me tell you something, world. If you are out here doing wrong and think there's nobody watching you and think you're going to continue to get away with wrongdoing. You know, a lot of people that done wrong, they become rich, they become millionaires. They be in the midst of important people because they know how to, what they do, they continue to do wrong to stay on top by any means necessary. Some people done lost their lives. Some people done lost all their savings because they continue to do dirty stuff and they think that's gonna hold them. That's gonna keep them right where they need to be. Yeah. We already know what God you serve. You see. Oh yeah, the devil take care of his own. Believe that. The devil takes care of his own. And one will say, well, I want to be the devil's friend because hey, that's what I need in this time. A day, in age. You say that now until you get hit with the 1-2. Then you're going to be on your knees begging and praying, God, I wish I'd never done it. But it's going to be too late. And all them riches that you done piled on and set high on and rolled you up, going to be soon swept away from under your feet. You see, family? It don't pay to do wrong and be wrong. It don't pay to wreak havoc in people's lives and think it's going to be okay, because it ain't. That's why I tell you, fam, just sit back and watch people. Sit back and watch how people move. You see, family? Yeah. Anybody can get out here and do wrong, but it takes a special kind of, I won't say special, I don't want to put y'all in the same category that it takes a interesting, a real type of person to do the right thing. It's easy to do wrong, family. You can go out here and haul around and become a rich person, but what comes with that? Diseases. You put yourself in danger. You can go out here and steal and scam. Oh, you can get that money, but it'll be gone. You got to always look over your back, and then somebody's watching, because you ain't going to get away with wrongdoing. You're not going to get away with it. Like they saying, I clear for Sweetwater. I clear for Sweetwater. You ain't going to get away with it. Whatever that means. Y'all know what it means. That's that old saying them old folks said. You know, I pick up on that kind of talk every now and again. But you ain't going to get away with wrongdoing. Promise you that. That's what that Clairford Sweetwater means. I promise you, you're not going to get away with. Now, should we sympathize with her? All right, let's go to the drawing board. How y'all doing, family? Carolyn, how are you? Yes, Josephine. Hello, hello, hello. Avis, how you doing? Jennifer, Miss Clean Up the Mess. Miss DeVetta, you said, doing great, Patricia, and you, the sound is great. Thank you, darling. You know what? Me and StreamYard gonna be all right after all. I was saying to myself, I'm finna cut StreamYard off now. Come on, StreamYard. Do me right, StreamYard. But I said, I like old little StreamYard. I'm gonna hold on just a little while longer. Miss Nikki, how are you, baby? Should we sympathize with her? Right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't sympathize with people that heart is hardened. Hold on, don't want to lose nobody. Hold on now. Come out of here. I don't want to sympathize with nobody that takes advantage of people. I don't want to sympathize with nobody that don't have no respect for elders. Yeah, y'all would say, Miss Carver, y'all, she's a pistol. She's saying some stuff. Well, hey, maybe it need to be said. Because you know what? A lot of us out here in these streets, we're tired of the squad leader harassing Latrice, Miss Allen. And I was one of them. Still is. So we saw the burden she put on that family. Y'all saw that y'all saw what that woman did to that family. Damn, they broke that family up. But the fact that Miss Adams is a little bit more firm and strong, it takes a special, when I say special, it takes a different type of person to kind of cope with stuff like this. Being on the internet, trying to entertain people, and yet keeping the buzzers from trying to eat you alive. Yeah. You see, that woman went from left to right. Now she's fighting. I'm telling you, y'all think that woman has got it made under the shade over there? No, she ain't got it made under the shade. Because how can you fight? Come on, I'm gonna name some folks on my hand. Hold on, family. You was fighting Miss Allen. You fighting DJ. You fighting who else she fighting? Miss Carver. You were fighting Chase dishing out local tea, but I guess they done switch side. You fighting Sharita. That's a lot of people you fighting. You were fighting the woman with the 8 kids on Facebook. That's 6 people. You came on my platform and wanted to shut me up because I was talking about this and that. That's 7. Then you was at Miss Miss Vieta. That's 8. How many people you gonna fight on this? And wait a minute, and Shonda, that's 9. You done bagged up against the wall, huh? But you brought that on yourself because you love to bully people. You love to harass people. Now, I don't know if you still see now everybody coming at all angles. You see what I'm saying? When people start talking, you want to shut them up. You were going on a platform trying to shut them down and shut them up. You slowed that down a little bit. You see, family, because you don't have a nervous breakdown trying to fight everybody. You see, family? Fighting with everybody. Now, this is my message to you, squad leader. I'm trying to help you. Stop what you're doing. Because you are killing yourself. You are physically effing yourself up. You are doing it by your own hand. How much will you last? How much can you last? You are hurting yourself. You are hurting your family. That's who you're hurting. You're not going to be able to win this war because you are in a war. You're in a war and you bringing it up on yourself. You getting what you dish out. How do you think you can come in that woman, Miss Adams' life and try to destroy her home? Talk bad about her children. Got people out of her house to come to you to talk and deliver stuff. I believe you called the DFS. Everybody, your hand was in that stuff, trying to tear that woman's family up. You were in it. From her son, trying to divide the relationship between her and her son, causing that problem, trying to pull him away to where you are to this day. And this was going on before your son passed away. Sometimes things happen in life for us to look at what we're doing to make a change for the better. Have you not seen that? How much more will it take? How much more will it take? I'm just a moving vessel. The Lord is using me to say, hey, stop what you are doing because you are killing yourself. It looks like to me you're not healthy. It looks like to me you're not well. You're not spiritually well. You're not physically healthy. You are that woman. I'm telling you something. I'm talking back to my audience. That woman is losing her mind over there, y'all. You got to be. You know, family, when I juggle with things in life, it ain't got nothing to do with no arguing and being combative with nobody. The physicality of life will burden you where you got to sit back and kind of regroup. But to be on here every day and fighting and warring with everybody, but yet got a dark side to yourself, you don't think you ain't killing yourself? You killing yourself. And y'all want to think that we should sympathize. She needs to sympathize with it starts with her. She needs to be sympathetic. And if she had a sympathetic heart, she would stop. And it's gonna protect her if she do it. This is the message that it was sent to me to tell you. You need to stop because you cannot continue on longer this way. I can see it. I'm looking at you. I don't know. I think the God gave me some kind of a gift, y'all. I know he did. I can look at this on this computer through the screen and look at that woman, tell that woman, tick tock, tick tock. She's suffering, y'all. She's suffering, and it's by her own hand. She think this a good thing to fight with these folks? That mess with your psyche. Then internally, I'm about to say that mess up your organs, your heart, your kidney. Do you have kidney issues? Do you have heart issues? You got issues going on with internal? And Lord knows if they come about you sniffing something up your nose, they say your nose always runs. I can tell a cokehead if there's a one nostril that keep leaking. If you watch a person, I see it all the time. When I see it, because I'm out here, I deal with the public. I don't see it all the time, but when I see it, I notice. That's what I mean. I've seen it. If you talking to somebody next to that one nostril running, and they sniff, they snort cocaine, and y'all better be careful with that cocaine. They're cutting it with fentanyl. You understand me? That's that new dope they got in this day and age. See, cocaine ain't like it used to be. They cutting it with fentanyl. You sit up here sniffing it, and all this here. Somebody gonna give you a hot dose of dope one day, if that's what you're doing. See, if you see that one nostril running, family, they sniffing. And if you see somebody always sniffing all the time, something wrong. The membranes are going away in them nostrils. They don't snort so much. So I hope you ain't snorting dope and sick. I ain't got out here raising hell with these folks. So you really warning against yourself in just about a matter of time. A matter of time. It's probably already time warranting on that. You already know it. So that's why you probably raising so much hell right now, because you know, hey, you already know something a little bit more than we do as far as knowing about timing. We don't know. You may live forever. Or not forever. You may live a longer time, but not the way you route you going, because you're killing yourself. You killing yourself. You want us to sympathize with you? This is what you need to do. Change. You've grown enough. You stole enough. Now change and do something right and good. It'll fare with you more and longer and better. But no, you want to do, y'all already know drama sales. Y'all know that. But do some good out of something, because folks been good to you. They've been loving on you. They've been giving you. Do some good and mean it from the heart. You'll fare better. And if you don't change, we're going to watch you like we saw another content creator here today, gone tomorrow. I ain't trying to speak no evil. I'm just talking how a person moving. It don't take no Einstein to figure this out. Stephen Wonder could see through this. You move a certain way, things happen. You making enemies. And then I heard you talk about, it's the second time I heard you talk about somebody coming in your garage and you're going to take them. It's all right to take them out. Don't start shooting nobody because they coming in your garage. Y'all, you done gone crazy. You are so paranoid that if somebody come in your garage, you ready to pull out a pistol and start shooting. You kill an innocent person if you want them for walking in your garage. They could be Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on your door trying to get you to where you're going to shoot them down because you done did so much dirt. They can be coming in and tell you the word. You gonna shoot them down. You leave the garage open so somebody come in there so you can shoot somebody. Who does that? Who talks like that? You better not shoot no innocent person that come and walk up. They may want to be knocking on your door and tell you, hey, I got a piece of mail that came through to the wrong mail, but I didn't want to give it to you. You ready to kill them. You are ready to pull the pistol out and shoot them folks because they came in your garage. You always leave the garage up. If they and you got the right to, who tells somebody that? You got the right to kill somebody coming in your garage. Like you setting traps right there, that mindset right there. Y'all see what I'm saying? You got that wicked way of thinking. Leave the garage up so they come in there and you can shoot them and kill them. You trying to set a trap. Do y'all hear me, family? Who talks like that? An evildoer. That's who talks like that. Should we sympathize with you? Family, y'all be careful who you tag on to. Family, be careful who you call somebody you looking up to as a leader, who you call as a friend, or who you want to be in association with. Because you could be in the midst of somebody that's a wrongdoing and you can get caught up. You can get hurt. You can get taken advantage of. You can get used. You see, family? I don't sympathize with nobody that got a black heart. That's my take on it. I don't sympathize with nobody that has a black heart. Guys, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And thank y'all for loving on me. But I don't sympathize with nobody that has got a black heart. You know what I will do? I'll sit back and watch it. I'll listen. And that's what it is. That's what a lot of people are doing. They're finding you out for what you are. It takes a special kind of person to get on here like that, half sick and out here having all these trouble in their home and keeping all this work. It takes a special kind of person. A bad person. You got to be praying to the devil. You got to be praying to the devil. The devil must be your God. You see? Family, let me go to the drawing board. Let me see what everybody here. How y'all doing? I'm so glad that you're here. You're sitting in with me. Family, there's a lot going on out here. It's a lot going on. You see, people are rising up against each other. People are losing their lives. No harmony, no love, no trust. It's ugly out here. It's ugly. It is ugly. Family, let me go to the drawing board. I'm trying to bring somebody up. So, Miss Avis, what did you say, Miss Avis? You said, I'm sorry, but all of her actions that I've seen make it difficult for me to sympathize. Amen. Amen. You see that, family? These people are not holding this pity party that she wants us to hold. They see the tactics. They see the direction she's going. They ain't falling for it. They are not falling for it. You say I sound great. Thank you. Thank you, Fanny. Thank you, darling. Doris, how you doing, darling? How you doing? Lillian, you said, Miss Patricia, I don't even like phony people. Fake, and phony. Fake, phony, and counterfeit. I can't stand it either. You see, family? That's why I'm the type of person, be straight up. What you see is what you get. I'd rather for you to be, hey, blunt and straight up with me than to be fake. Then I know what direction I should handle you. I mean, I know what direction you're coming from. You see? But when you got that old slick stuff, quick with words, conniving, and then they come back, oh, that's the sympathy right there, see? I told y'all, family, stop letting these people play on your heartstring. These folks will use you up. They will use you up. What you say, Granny K? You said she's one who starts a storm, then she get upset when she gets wet from the rain. From a storm she started. Hello, tornado. And sling everything in all these different directions. You see? And then when it lands, oh, okay. She the one created that storm. Y'all didn't see how dirty they treated Miss Allen when it came to Miss Allen's children. That woman couldn't keep them children in her home. She kept them in her home, but she protected them by moving them and go take them to the grandparents or putting them in a position where they were safe. But she kept peeking through that woman's window, up under that woman's bed, like Miss Carver said, peeking through the window. Maybe not literally, but y'all know what I'm saying. In that woman's home, them folk could not sleep. Her hand was in it. DFS kept being called. The separation, whatever mending her Miss Allen could have done with her son, their hand was in it. Kept them folks divided. Whatever their incident were, they kept their hands in that family business. That family matters. You see what I'm saying? Whether it be by you sending goons that way, calling people, sending people in there on that woman, you did that. And now you over here seem like you got your hands over there, Miss Carver in business. Now, how do you reach out to the people that had passed away? Did you reach out to them people and keeping them people in an uproar? Did you have somebody to reach out to those people just to be spiteful and hurtful toward Miss Carver? Did you do that? Them people are already going through some trauma, losing a loved one. Did you reach out to that family and try to make that family hate Miss Carver because you can't handle Miss Carver on this platform? Did you do that? Y'all, that woman is something else. If you did that, you're going to get yours. Why would you reach out to Miss Carver? Why would you reach out to that other family that lost their family member? If you did that, why would you have somebody reach out to that family? I hope you ain't doing that. Because if somebody lost someone due to an accident, they don't want to hear that from no platform person talking about XYZ. Who wants to hear that? If you did that, oh, you got yours coming. You're going to suffer. You probably see what you doing is you call this thing sweet and good that you got going on this YouTube, in the YouTube street. But this same thing is going to be used against you, bring you down. Down is in a mental way, physical way. Because this thing that you involved in right here in these YouTube streets is what's going to wreak havoc within your soul. You can't handle this. This is a lot of stuff to deal with. Warring with people, setting up things, plotting on folks. Y'all know how much energy it takes for a person to do that? You start seeing little horns growing out the top of your head. Start peeking out the one at nighttime in the dark, thinking somebody out there. You might be peeking out anyway if you snort that dope. Paranoid. You see? Because you got to figure out the next low down evil plan to try to put somebody, try to do some evil stuff to try to put somebody through some hardship. I would never want to be in the midst of you. Because good, oil and water don't mix. Good and bad don't mix. You see what I'm saying, family? If this woman is this type of person, this is a bad person. Family, this is a bad person. Are y'all not listening? I know y'all listen. I'm talking about them folks that's following her. This is a bad person. So what does that make you? What does that make you, followers? The ones that really support that. What does that make you? Be careful who you follow, family. Because her, Lord, have mercy, y'all. Tabitha Howard, what you say? It's nothing wrong with having a cocktail. Miss Carver is at home, enjoying herself. Hello. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She know about that, because she probably doing the same thing. I have no sympathy for that woman at all. You see what I'm saying? We got Patricia. Sometimes I want to sympathize with her, but when I listen to her and say, not today. No, not today. What you say? You say, I feel if you haven't lost a child, something needs to be not said. Lily, you said, Miss Patricia, I feel if you haven't lost a child, something needs to be not said. Oh, okay. I don't know how to take that, Miss Butler. I don't know how to take that, but thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your kind words. Well, yeah, if you haven't lost, but if you have lost, well, how about we put it this way? If you have lost a child, something needs to be not said. How about that? Let's rephrase that a little bit. But yeah, thank you, Miss Butler. I appreciate that. All right. Ms. D. Jordan said, thanks for speaking the truth and sent in the midst of this YouTube madness. Thank you, Miss Jordan. Thank you for loving on me. Yeah, Miss Jordan, it is madness. It's madness. Anytime you get one person, in order to keep the ruckus going, in order to keep the views up, at a high, you know what I'm saying? Chaos at a high, it's a lot of ruckus. It's like you got to almost sell your soul. And I watch a lot of content creators. They don't do all that kind of stuff. And matter of fact, they don't have as many videos and they can still blossom. Sometimes, it just that's the way some people are. They think that by creating havoc and wreaking havoc in people's lives, that's the only way to go. But they just don't know they're setting themselves up for failure. You're setting yourself up for failure. You're known for a particular type of thing. You see what I'm saying, family? And this is a thing that you got to continue to keep up, so you say in your mind, to keep going, so you think. And then that changes you. And maybe it doesn't change you. Maybe that's just the way you are. That's the type of person you are. You see, family? So don't ask for sympathy when you don't give it out yourself. Okay, family? Don't ask for sympathy when you are not a sympathetic person. Are you reaching out to that other family that was lost? due to the accident as relates to Mr. and Mr. Carver? Are you reaching out to them people trying to make the situation worse than what it is? Are you doing that? Did you reach out to DFS to hurt Miss Allen and her children, to get that woman's kids taken from her, to try to get that woman locked up? Did you have a hand in that? Now, y'all see where I'm going with this? Y'all see where I'm going with this? Did you have anything to do with your children going over to them Hernandez people's house when them people lost their lives? Were your hand in that? Family, do y'all see where I'm going with this? Should we sympathize with her? Seem like her hand is dirty, y'all. Her hand is dirty. Her hand is in everything. Are your hands and then and when these people start to be doxxed and you have their information all up on the screen, do your hand be in that? Do you tell your goons to go and pull up this and do that? That woman's hand ain't clean, y'all. Her hands are not clean. Now I'm gonna leave this word with y'all, and I want y'all to hear me, and I want y'all to hear me loud and clear. That woman is not innocent. That woman has a dark soul. There's a lot we don't know about that woman, but then there's a lot we do. You don't start off being this type of way. And maybe all of what y'all see that's going on right now is meant to happen. Because she done probably done so much in the dark that now she need to be pulled out and drawn into the light, family. A lot of times we don't understand a lot of things because it needs to be happening because that's the way the Lord wanted to happen. You're not going to be able to understand it all. Maybe we need to see her for what she's truly in, because a lot of things that we don't know about. They say that woman 49 going on 50 years old. There's a lot of dark things that have happened in that woman's past y'all don't know about. But what y'all see here in these last 2 years, that's just the tipping of the iceberg. That's just the tipping of the iceberg. The hand over here in this family, the Hernandez, the Carvers, the Allens, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. The woman with the 5, 6 to 8 kids, them folks called on her. They love to try to get these folks' kids taken. Why you always want folks to get kids taken? Were you taken out your home as a child or thrown out? Or did somebody try to take your children? Why are you always trying to get somebody's kids taken? I don't understand that, y'all. I would love a family that's want to care on their children to be able to clothe them and house them and protect them. That's a wonderful thing. So why you want to disrupt that? I don't understand that, family. I can never understand that. I don't get that. I don't get it, family. You know, some people thrive off people hardship. Some people thrive off destroying families. And that makes me think she's one of them. That's what that makes me think, family. What you say, Miss Cleanup? Madge, you say, I have no sympathy for her at all. She doesn't deserve any. She has none for herself. Did you see Mac Daddy drove up with that new blue bike she bought for him? Girl, no. Girl, no. Mac Daddy, oh, big Mac Daddy, huh? Drove up in a motorcycle. Is that what you're saying? Child, no, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Well, if he rolled up in a bike and if she had anything with buying it, y'all better pass the offering plate. The plate, we're gonna get one on the other end and one in the middle, like we at church or somewhere. Pass the offering plate. Because we finna bring on the sympathy. We finna bring on, they hurt me. Why is that? Oh, I'm sick. All kinds of stuff finna come about. Well, we got to pass the offering plate and ask for more money. You see? The holidays are here, family. The offering plate guys must be passed around. We finna do a reunion. Okay, that's what the leader seemed like the leader is getting ready to do. Getting ready to have a reunion, you know, for my son. Then we getting ready to Those that ain't finished paying need to pay. And I already told you I ain't getting you no money back, even though you asked for it. Okay? You see? It's the holidays, family. We got to come up with something. We need more money. Y'all heard her. You heard what she said. And then got enough nerve to talk about something. I want more money. And you out here, your hands is in everything and trying to destroy homes. Child, please. Family, how you doing, D Brown? You saying she still talk about that baby she talking about her a few days ago. What baby? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That it seems like that woman do not like children. I don't know. I just found out. Let me tell y'all something. You can't allow everybody around your kids. You can't allow everybody around your children. They'll smile on your face as soon as you walk out, they'll pinch your child. Especially if they small and can't talk. Or they'll try to get close to you to get to that child so they can rape and hurt them children. Or kill them. You see, protect your children because you got a lot of people. Just because they small, that don't mean these folks won't try to get in your home and try to do harm to them children. Protect your children. Because I know my mama protected me. My mom didn't play about me. She didn't play about me. And thank God. Because folks look at your children, they see them, or they be like, they want to molest them, they want to hurt them, they want to beat them, and they want to abuse them. You got to protect your babies. Even now, even as they grow up, you have to protect, because these folks will get in your home and act like they want to be with you and after your child or your son. They don't want to, they fooling you like they want you, and they want that 13-year-old child or that 13-year-old boy. You see. Be careful, family. Be careful. She has no reason to talk about that baby like that. Callie is evil. You see, what baby? Y'all, you know what? I got to do better about watching these shows now. You said, Blessings Hot Top, you said she celebrated her son's 1-year anniversary the way she wanted to, and I hope to God it would never be me in her shoes because I would be in a halfway house. And that's how I would grieve. She's just effed up. You know what? And if you could have been a fly on the wall, I bet they all had red on, didn't they? I bet you they had all red. And that probably a lot of them people probably her subscribers. Red coats. Red coats. What you say? I have nothing good to say about her. She have a black heart. Hello. She has a black heart. You say, I believe she's in denial and not allowing herself to grieve because, excuse me, she doesn't want to let go of her son. She's caught up in social media mess to keep her mind off of the real issue at hand. You think so? I don't know. She's not in denial at all because it happened. And folks that's in denial, I think they'll move a different way. Is she trying to use the social media to cope? Maybe so. But I think she's certain type of person anyway. Like I said, family. I think something was going on in that woman's life in the past. And maybe this social media is being brought out to let us see who she really is. Because you will see it. Just like that report was talking about they were harassing this person and bullying this person. Hey, this was in the report years ago. So there's a certain type of history about this woman already, family. That's there. I'm telling you, family, sometimes things happen to us for a reason, to people. Because it could have been some things that has been hidden that has now need to be brought to the forefront. That's why I tell you, can't continue to do wrong. This may be meant to happen. Everything you see that people are going through on this platform or how she's in the midst of this and that must be something that we need to see about her because what she has hidden from us in the past. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. It's gonna all come out. How she's part of that red coat, or that family's part of that red coat. I was looking at one of them videos, them kids, her daughter throwing up the gang sign. That would have looked like me. I said, wait, hold up, dog. East Coast, West Coast, what's going on? She's throwing it up. Throwing it up. And she just filming and think it's smart and cute. Y'all, some things y'all don't know. And the Lord is using this platform for us to see who she really is, what she's made of, what she's about. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me, though. A grieving person wouldn't have the time to attack everybody on this internet. They will be trying to grieve in peace. You know what? That's the normal thing to do. That's the normal thing to do. That's the normal thing to do. Trying to find peace. And this ain't it. On the platform fighting with folks, you think that's peace? And then get on here talking about, I should be feeling sorry for you. You ain't felt sorry for nobody else. You ain't felt sorry that them folks over there, them Hernandez, you ain't felt sorry for the Allen's family that you almost broke apart. You don't feel sorry for the Carvers. No, and how many other folks you done crossed out here in these streets? Ain't that something? These folks want us to be sorry. You gonna go over here and take somebody out, not literally do somebody bad, but we gonna come back and have to look. I don't know what kind of bag y'all done jumped out of, but you need to crawl back in it. Cause this ain't it. This ain't it. Y'all don't let these people play with y'all heartstrings. I don't have sympathy for that lady. She is pure evil. I pray God soften her heart before it's too late. Well, if they soften it in the most, she might have a heart attack. Because she done a lot of wrong. She done a lot of wrong in my eyes. Done a lot of wrong. Miss Cleanup, you said my thing is Shrek is celebrating her son's death and not his life. That's interesting, Miss Cleanup. Miss Cleanup. Miss Cleanup may be on to something, y'all. Miss Cleanup said a celebration of drinking and smoking dope. Oh, hello. Does she have any celebration pictures of parties when her son was 2, maybe 5, 6, 18? Is that a way to gain sympathy and make money out of folks? You know, sometimes folks see a way where they can make money out of folks and use that, feel sorry for me, while instead of draining your pockets. People see things as a way to make money when it comes to stuff like that. If your heart ain't right, I'm sorry, y'all. And then they out there partying. Hey, man, you got a little something I can sniff up my nose. Give it to me. Sniff this up right quick. Y'all know I'm not saying that happened, but I'm just saying it's a possibility. All the time you having a good old high time or having a good time while you squeezing, draining these folks' pockets, using that death as a way to make money. Is that what's going on here? Is that what's going on here? Family, y'all, there's a lot of stuff y'all don't know. I don't know, y'all. I got a sense that there's a lot of stuff that y'all don't know about this woman. Y'all ain't seen nothing. If y'all think this gutter way that they pay in life and you see it right here on the street, you think that's something. What about what you don't see? What about what you don't see? Family, I'm telling you, all of this is meant to happen, family, because something is going to come to a head. Something getting ready to come to a head. And I forbid the separation between her and Sharita right now. Sharita best to be careful because she may be making phone calls to the child's coach or somebody on the team that wants to lock her son in to make him go pro. Sharita may need to be careful about that because they've been known for gutter activity. That's what it seemed like to me. They pick up phone. They make calls. They got folks walking in the office trying to place hands on you to hurt you, where it hurts. You see, they want to tear down houses and homes, careers, families. They don't just get on this platform and no, they hey man, you live over there in that state. Do me a favor, I'm gonna throw you a couple of dollars. You might tell them that. Go on over there and or you may pick up a phone call, or you may know somebody that knows somebody. And then they start placing stuff in areas and setting traps to destroy. You see, that's how you like to do things. You like to break folks down to their knees, so you think. You like to destroy homes, so you think. You like to mess up careers, so you think. And all the time you over there sniffling, coughing, breathing hard, and ain't getting no sleep. And watching your back, looking out the window, and tell me I'm gonna leave the garage open. Family, come on now. If y'all about right and for right, separate yourself from that. Do the right thing. Because if you don't, you're gonna go down with that woman. You're going down with that woman, y'all. Should you sympathize with her? Family, I'm going to leave that with you. I want to tell you I love you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe to Patricia E. Jackson. If you want to make a contribution, you can send that to my cash, PatriciaE-TV, or you can become a channel member, or you can just subscribe, family. Just continue to listen to me. And if you haven't done if you haven't listened to me or haven't heard anything I've said, listen to me now. Do the right thing, family. You do good, good will follow you. I love you. Y'all stay tuned. More to come. Bye-bye.